What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, honey. Oh, it's a bumpy road. Okay, we down here, girl. So we don't have nothing to talk about. So, girl, I got up at late on purpose. I was going to go to the other destination, but then make sure my coffee is good. Oh, good. They getting their house. That house caught on fire about 6 months ago, and they're fixing it now in about 6 months. Dang, come on. So go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, honey. We are down here. Let me know you stop by. If you haven't subscribed, shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to the long timers, the OGs from the beginning, from when Nate and I used to make videos. I left and then I came back, and I've been back, girl. So anyway, shout out to y'all for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Oh, the street is so bumpy, girl. So yeah, I'm just down here, honey. We made me a little cup of coffee, you know what I'm saying? And had me a little herbs this morning, you know what I'm saying? So we're just relaxing, right? But I was gonna go to the other location, so we're gonna have to be on the little bumpy road for a second. Oh, this car's dirty. I thought mine was dirty. Girl, did y'all hear about Kyle and Mauricio? Separated after 27 years of marriage. Oh my God. They're both in the same house too. Oh my God. We're gonna read the People article. So from my perspective, I was like, yeah, there's been rumors about Mauricio, but then, honey, the rumors are it's Kyle, girl. Kyle is seeing somebody, a country singer, allegedly, okay? Allegedly. But she been hanging out with some country singer, some woman, honey. So everybody is like, what? Don't tell me this woman, she's a home-wrecking whore. Girl, what is up? I can't believe it. 27 years. But remember, what season was it when they had that when they had that psychic? What's her name? They've been posting her on the blogs because she said it. She said, y'all, when the kids grow up, y'all don't have anything in common. So when the kids grow up, he's going to be out of there. Kyle was like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. This is forever. We're going to do this forever. That's what I'm saying. The forever part, the marketing tool in the marriage marketing campaign is weak as hell. They need to figure out another way to market marriage to make it. If they want people to start getting married again, because they said the people aren't getting married again, They said that people aren't getting married again, and they're not getting married for the first time. That's what the statistics are saying, honey. That's why the divorce rates are low. Divorce rates are low because ain't nobody getting married in order to get a divorce. And that's crazy, huh? So 27 years, that's a long time. 27 years. The youngest daughter, Portia, is 15. So he was like, damn, we can't wait until Portia grows up. It's over with. We don't know each other anymore. How we're living is no longer sustainable. Oh my God. Mauricio and motherfucking Kyle Richards, honey. Let's talk about the husbands. We don't want to talk about the husbands, girl. So Kyle's gonna have a good season. I know they're gonna capture this, or is she gonna take a break? Luann, she took a break when she got a divorce. she became a friend. So she didn't have a personal story to tell. I was like, that's so smart. She was like, bitch, I'm about to keep my job. Demote me for a season so y'all don't have to be in my business about my divorce. That's what Luann did. Smarty pants. Smarty pants. I'm here for the good time. I'm here for the girls' trip. I'm going through a divorce, girl. But I don't want y'all all in my business like that. That was a good move on Luann's part. I was like, Luann is smart for that. So, yeah, so Kyle, girl, she's getting a divorce, honey, or separated. They're currently living under the same household roof, under the same roof right now. Hopefully they not over there acting like Kim and Croy under the same roof. That trailer park mess over there. Girl, they Kim was on the phone with customer service. That's what it sounded like. She was making a complaint to customer service. Girl, that's the one thing, like, they be saying, like, white folks use white women, use 911 as, like, I'm a customer service complaint line. Girl, this is for emergencies. I just want to call and make a report because my husband said that he's going to say that my son is kidnapped because he went on a play date. The lady was like, what? Say that story again so I can hear it again, girl, so we could get this, make sure this is on the records. Girl, it's a mess. Come on, Ariana. Come on, lady. I know you see me. I know you see me. Girl. Hey, then make a lot of love on a Monday. Yeah. All right, let's get in here. All right. Okay, see, that's better, isn't it? That's better. And I was going to walk. I don't think I'm going to walk today because by the time I'm done with this video, it's going to be really hot. We could try. I may take a little, do a shorter route. Let me turn down Ariana Grande before they snatch me off the internet. 27 years is a long time, huh? Isn't it? That's a long time. It's a lifetime. It really is a lifetime. Okay, that's you made it, Kyle. Forever. Let's just say 27 years is forever. Umansky. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky are splitting after 27 years. Let's do Kyle Richards. We're going to go on the internet. And this was from People, from Joel Goldstein and Dave Quinn. You know, Dave Quinn, had the book, the Rose, the Diamonds, and the Real Housewives book. I don't even remember the title, child. What is it? It's all roses and diamonds. What was it? All rose and diamonds. Something it was. I forgot the title. But that's Dave Quinn. So he's a contributor to this article here. He be in the know, honey. He be knowing all the housewife stuff. It says they've been married since 1996. Girl, I was a teenager. Girl, what? I was a teen. Let's see. A source close to the pair tells People Kyle and Mauricio have been separated for a while now, but they are still living under the same roof. They remain amicable as they figure out what's next for them and their family. Richards, 54, met Umansky at 53 at a nightclub in 94. At the time, Richards was divorced from her first husband, Garash Al-Jufrey, with whom she had her daughter, Farah, 34. There's a family picture. After getting engaged later that year, the couple tied the knot in January 96 and went on to welcome 3 daughters, Alexia, Sophia, and Portia, 15. In 2010, their family was officially introduced to the public when the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premiered on Bravo. As Richards became a mainstay on the reality show for the last 12 seasons, the pair frequently insisted to fans that they were seeing their relationship play out on the show. We're the same with or without cameras. We're super real. We know each other. We're real, Umansky told People in March 2013. We don't have any secrets to hide. That's one thing about the skeletons in the closet, and we can handle our worst skeletons. He says, I've always been 100% supportive of her no matter what she does. If she wants to reconcile with her sister, I'm all down for it. If she's not ready to reconcile and she needs to just keep it going for a little bit, I support her 1,000%. They marked their 25th wedding anniversary in January 2021, and they appeared happier than ever. We're better than ever. Remember, that's what Ashley, who still hasn't gone over there. Honey, Ashley's a mule tied to a fence. She ain't going nowhere. She got an old rope tied around her neck. Old one of those ropes that like fray. You can like pull them and they just fray. One of them old brown raggedy ropes around Ashley's. She still hasn't filed for a divorce. Everybody else filing for divorce. You're talking about an indentured servant. Oh my God, girl. When it's no longer mutually beneficial, then I mean, I guess you gotta move on. But the word on the street is that Kyle is messing with a woman, honey. A woman. They insisted an early episode on Two Teas in a Pod. We're not getting a divorce. I mean, it's so dumb. That's one stupid story that came out there, and the girls, all you know, decided to talk about it on Housewives. So now it's a storyline. They shut down divorce rumors. Girl. Honey, you never know what's going on in people's houses, and that's on period. You just never know. We smiling in public. Look at Drew and Ralph. Look how they playing the whole season like they like each other. Look at them. And then at the end of the season, they go get divorced to the point where they got to go back and film some more scenes with Drew because they faked it the whole season. I feel like there should be some repercussions like from HR, coming from HR, from management. Like if you guys are lying on here, I really don't think they should be allowed to, be on the show. If you're just going to lie about everything, if you're not going to show us your real life, then you don't need to be on the show. That's how I feel. Because it's like we already know that some of the scenes are contrived. We already know these. You have like when I see, this is what makes it the worst for me, is when they break the fourth wall and you see all of the shenanigans that are happening behind them. The lighting that they have set up, it's like so staged in order to film a scene instead of these women just going out and having a camera follow them. Like I would so much rather see that kind of reality TV again, where the cameras are just there. The way they have the camera set up in see, that only works when you're all in one house. Like that works when they do like a girls trip, when all the cameras are just set up and they can just capture them. And then I don't know. I feel like there should be some type of consequence for not telling your true story. Like, how did y'all, like Ralph and Drew, for example, y'all went this whole season. We're watching you, and we're creating the storyline. Your American Idol, backstory. That's what I feel like every time I see Drew on my screen. I feel like I'm watching a singing competition show, and we are getting the background of this one particular contestant who we decided to spotlight. We're going to go back to their hometown and we're going to film them walking down the street and stuff like that, where we don't say a shooting occurred. Girl, I can't stand Drew. Shout out to Drew Zadora. Yeah, so Mauricio and Kyle, they're out of here, honey. So what do y'all think? Did y'all hear the rumors that it was a woman? It's a woman. It's a woman. It's not Mauricio, it's Kyle. Isn't that crazy, y'all? That is so crazy. So what do y'all think about that? Wouldn't that be something if Kyle decided to now, what do they say, swim in the lady pond? What a hell of a storyline. Y'all been saying y'all wanted a lesbian couple. Well, we have In Miami, there's a lesbian couple, Martina and Julia. But Julia's only she's a friend, huh? Was she in the intro? I don't remember. I thought she was a friend. Girl, let's stay in the housewives area. Thomas, I'm about to say Thompson. Peter Thomas, Miami restaurant, Bar One, is being sued for eviction. Landlord says he owes $422,000 in rent and wants him out. As soon as I saw this story, the first thing I thought about was the first thing I thought about was Peter asking Wendy for money and like an amount of money to open up this Nigerian restaurant. I feel like I feel like this is a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit, because why does all of his restaurants, why do they end up closing? Is it a scam? Is he running a scam in the restaurant and he's just going around opening lounges and restaurants? What are you doing with the money that you're making? Why aren't you paying the bills? Like, oh my, when they say that Peter was not a bad partner for Cynthia, he was financially abusive. Like, can you imagine it being a partner with someone who consistently opens things, closes things, but the reason why they're opening and closing is because they're not paying, they're not taking care of their business, and they're literally not taking care of their business. Peter Thomas can't catch a break with these restaurants. His location down in Miami is reportedly being sued for an eviction. According to Radar Online, this is from the Neighborhood Talk, okay? Peter's restaurant, Bar One, Miami Beach, received a legal letter suit from Bentley Bay Retail, LLC. In the suit, the company claims they are Peter's landlord, and they entered into a commercial lease agreement with him in 2018. The company sued Peter in the past for unpaid debts, but he managed to buy a little time, promising to pay his debts, which totaled $270,000. In the agreement, the company made it clear that if any checks were returned from Bar One Miami, they would have to close their doors for good. In agreement, okay, I said that already. Well, they claim Peter submitted 4 payments and ended up bouncing back. July 2022, August 2022, September, October of 2022, and March of 2023. Bentley Bay Retail says Peter now owes them a whopping $422,000 in rent, outstanding costs, utility charges, and sales taxes. The suit said Thomas was notified in October of 2022 that he was in default. This new lawsuit was filed the same month. However, the company said the case was delayed after Thomas began negotiation talks. They want his ass out of the building. That's the full caption. They want his ass out of the building. Peter doesn't handle his business. He doesn't. He might be a handsome, smooth talking, charismatic person, but he don't handle his business. That is so ugly. That is so unattractive. I feel like it's a scheme. I really do. I feel like it's a scheme that Todd set up. What do y'all think about that? Peter cannot handle his business. That is so unattractive. That is so unattractive. It really is. Let's see. Michael Jordan finally speaks on his son Marcus dating Larsa Pippen, and he says he doesn't approve. This is from Hollywood Unlocked. It says, while leaving dinner on Sunday, TMZ caught up with Jordan and asked if he approves of their relationship. At first, Jordan tried to laugh it off, but when asked again, he simply replied saying no. The reporter went on to ask if he feels like the two will eventually get married. Jordan continued to get in the car and didn't respond. Larsa and Marcus have been public for a while, but in the first episode of their podcast, Separation Anxiety, Larsa revealed that she used to keep Marcus's name saved in her phone as a different name because she didn't want people to know who was calling her at the time. So, you didn't have to put Jordan. You could just put Marcus, right? I'm sorry. I don't know. I just don't think Larsa. I was gonna say I don't think she's smart, but she's over there in a fucking high rise on the fucking 60-something floor overlooking Miami, and all she does is sell some jewelry. So she's smart enough to have been married to Scottie Pippen. Did y'all hear she's getting like half of his money, half of his retirement money? I was like, come on, Larsa. So Michael Jordan doesn't approve. So what? Give a damn. Who cares, right? Even though do I think it's weird? No. She says she don't know them people. She didn't know them people. I don't know. I feel like Larsa, like I said, I don't know what they could possibly be talking about. Honestly. Like, have y'all listened to the podcast? I have no interest. So it's like, girl, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if floozy is the word, but I just don't feel like she's a smart person, like to have a long, deep conversation with. So I don't know. Maybe they match intellectually. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they match emotionally. He's 30 something. How old is Larsa Pippen? Larsa Pippen is 48 and Marcus Jordan is 32. Right. So they might be intellectually matched. They might be emotionally matched. You know what I'm saying? I just like I said, when I listen to Larsa Pippen talk, I feel like she's good for a quick conversation, very small talk, very shallow conversation. We're not going to get too deep, right? Because you can't, clearly, right? So I feel like that's what comes from Larsa. So Michael Jordan doesn't approve. Okay, well then that's his damn opinion. Thank God he's grown. Thank God Marcus is a grown ass man. Thank God he's a grown ass man and doesn't need his daddy's approval. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what was going on between Sukiana and Tasha K. It was a back and forth that I was just like, is it, girl? I don't give a damn. Gilbert Arenas believes the LGBTQ LGBTQ community. Look at her dogs. Can you see the dogs? Is the most unfair group of people on the planet. Let's turn the car on because I want to hear what he has to say. Hold on. All right.
The LGBT, right? I think it's the most unfair group walking the planet right now. How so? They have a playbook that only they are playing by, that they can only see. No one else gets to see this playbook, but we're being judged by everything that's in this playbook, but we don't know it. So it's like there's no open dialogue, right? There's no open dialogue about what is appropriate, what's not. We only find out after we fuck up. That's unfair, right? That's fucking unfair. You can't do that. You can't. How do I know something's wrong? Give me an example of what you're talking about. The LGBT, right? I think it's the most unfair group. Just words, phrases like he, she, it, they. Wait, we don't fucking. How do we know? You're making it up as you go, and we don't. It's not like that's what I said. It's not like there's this.
That's fake.
Dictionary of updates, and we can sit there and click it and say, all right, I can't say, I can't. They took this out, right? They added this in. We're just learning. Oh yeah. Right? And that's,
girl, let me tell you something.
Really unfair. Based
on Gilbert Arenas's history, his behavioral history on record, hello, Girl, shut up. First of all, I don't expect him, based on his history, I don't expect him to know what it is to just be a decent human being. You know what's in the playbook? Being a decent fucking human being. You know what else is in the playbook? Is asking somebody, knowing now we are living in a society, making that awareness, right? Knowing we live in a society where people are asking people to call them by specific pronouns. So, what would that tell you? What clue will you get from that? Why don't I ask this person, what are your pronouns? Instead of saying, oh my God, there's a book and we don't know he, she, it, they. You already know it is not. That's why nobody wants to talk to your ignorant ass, because everybody knows that it is not part of that. So you want to be funny, and that's why people don't want to talk to you, and that's why you don't know what's going on, because you want to be ignorant. You don't want to learn. I just want to know. Educate me. Girl, shut the fuck up. You don't want to be educated, because you're still going to go around acting like an unkind person. Just be a decent human being and understand that if somebody has particular pronouns, call them by their goddamn pronouns. Of course, you might make a mistake and might slip up and call somebody a different pronoun than what they asked, because you're not used to it yet. You simply apologize. I'm sorry about that. Switch it up and move forward. All that extra stuff that y'all be trying to act like you want to learn, you really don't want to learn. You just want a space. You want to be able to be a musty human being. You don't want to be a kind person, and you don't want to respect people. So you want to figure out ways to, I, I don't get it. It's a playbook. Y'all have a playbook, and y'all didn't go about. Girl, shut up. Shut up, Gilbert Arenas. You're an unkind human being. I wouldn't expect you to know what it would be to be a decent human being and to respect people. Just show fucking respect. It's a playbook. We don't. Girl, shut your ass up.
You know, you're making it up as you go. And we don't, it's not like, that's what I said, it's not like there's this fucking dictionary of updates and we can sit there and click it and say, all right, oh, I can't say, oh, I can't.
There is dictionary of updates, because there are several organizations that cater to and support the LGBTQ community, where you can go and get information, because just like you are learning, people in that community are learning as well. Hello, girl. Because you know how we are learning, because we have new language, right? So we know we're learning. Everybody's learning, right? Because when you learn, you're introduced to new concepts, right? Remember what it was like to fucking learn? Girl, girl. No, because y'all get to a certain age and think you know every goddamn thing. And you think that everything is supposed to stay the same. When nothing, as you can see and you look historically, nothing has stayed the same. Things change. We have new language for things. Grow the fuck up and respect other human beings, period. Goddamn. Well, because every time you say something, they want to call you this and they want to call, because the energy in which you approach a situation, people can tell coming from a mile away. Are you a person who really wants to learn? Are you being a fucking troll? And you want to be able to be an unkind person and say some shit you know you don't have no business saying. I didn't know you can say that. Shut your ass up before we start calling you some names, because you want to act like you don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. There are several organizations that, as people learn new language, everything's are updated. So if you really wanted to know, you would go to those resources and find out information. Fucking Glad will go to their goddamn website. They have the definitions of things and everything. I didn't understand. A lot of you motherfuckers get choked up between sexual orientation and gender identity. Some of y'all get tripped up on that. Y'all need to go see what the difference is. Right? You need to go see what the difference is. And why. Girl, I was really about to flip the damn table. Shut up, Gilbert Arenas. You ain't nothing but a fool anyway. over there. You still over there giving Laura the blues, honey. Him and Laura Govan used to go through it, honey. Is her name Laura? Yeah, because the other one is Gloria. She was married to the other one. His skinny self. Matt Barnes, girl. Arenas went on to say how he feels there's no discussions happening in the world about what terms that are appropriate to use. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a straight up lie. There's no open dialogue about what is appropriate and what's not. We only find out after we fuck up and it's unfair. Yeah, and then after you fuck up, you learn and then you fix it, right? Right? A lot of people don't learn until they actually mess up. A lot of people have to mess up and be told, "Oh, hey, that's, that's a little insensitive. We don't say that. We don't use that word anymore to describe blah, blah, blah." That's something we're like changing our language around. Okay, store that information and remember it the next time. A lot of y'all be asking for like passes on things that you actually aren't even in community, these communities of people. You're not even in community with them, and you want to be able to say things, and you'll never, a lot of you will never even have conversations where you would have to make distinctions and things like that, because a lot of y'all be around the people and don't even fucking know it. Right? A lot of people just, they don't want to learn, and you could tell there's an energy, and you can tell you really don't want to know. You coming in with the sarcasm, you're coming in, you're coming in with being condescending and sarcastic. You don't really want to know. And stop acting like people can't tell that you don't really want to know. We can tell by the way that you're approaching the conversation. It's that's fucking unfair. You can't do that. He went on to give an example, just word and phrases like he, she, they. He said it. We don't effing know. How do we know? You're making it up as you go. It's not like there's a dictionary with updates. Actually, the dictionary does update and add new words and language, right? Shut up, Gilbert Arenas. That's how you know you're not really authentic and wanting to know. There's no sincerity there. You don't want to know. You just want to be able to be an unkind person without anybody saying anything to you, and use language that is unkind and harmful and hurtful. That's what you want to be able to do. That's what you want to do, Gilbert Arenas. Tracy Ellis Ross posted a picture of herself. I think she was going to the Schiaparelli fashion show, or she had on some clothes or some pants, and she has no blouse or bra on, and she's covering her nipples and posing in the pants. And Dion Cole, Dion Cole is a comedian. He puts in the comments, "Oh my darling, you look so smashable, baby. Please continue applying pressure to the full. Until next time, au revoir." Somebody said he sounded like one of the more musty uncle types that with the slides that walk around with shorts on, with tank tops and hard bottom shoes on, with socks on. "Hey baby, you look so smashable." That's so disgusting. Do y'all think that's, let's read some of the comments. They wearing his ass out. I said smash, verb. To violently break into pieces, to move so as to hit or collide with something with great force and impact. Have you ever noticed that the words used to describe sex with women are violent? Shout out to Rodney the Voice. He said, not a 51-year-old man telling a 50-year-old woman she looks smashable. Yikes, are we 17? Somebody said, shout out to Roxy Reese. She said, smashable. Right. Then this person said, not wifeable, cuffable, lovable, just smashable. I hate y'all niggas so bad. No respect for women. That's what somebody said. He acting like one of them Facebook uncles, I told you. Calling someone smashable is not a compliment. Tell a woman she looks beautiful. Tell her she looks like your future wife. Honey, that's not a compliment either. Y'all thinking somebody saying that you look like a wife is a compliment? Please go to hell. Tell her she looks like your future wife. But a man telling you that he would sleep with you is not brag worthy. A man telling you that he would screw you, a man telling you that he will wife you, that none of that is a compliment. I'm sorry, listen, I'm sorry. Those are not compliments. For some of you, I guess. She's been fine her whole life, someone said. He was this close to being somewhat complimenting, but he just had to throw smashable in there. Man, it's not that hard to appropriately shoot your shot. He's acting like his character on Blackish. This is exactly how older men leave comments too, and they kill me with this. You are so beautiful and sexy, my pretty flower. I love your toes. Right? They be saying crazy stuff like, what? It's funny how pressed some of the women in the comments are. The man is literally a comedian. Get y'all panties out of a bunch. When will men learn that approach is lame? Smashable? Come on. And before you all start saying, well, she posted blah, blah, blah. Miss Ross is art. Just admire and compliment respectfully. This was cringe as fuck. He should have dropped a heart eyes and kept it moving, right? You're smashable. What did he say? Let me read it. Let me read his comment again. So disgusting. Oh my! Exclamation point, right? 3 exclamation points. Darling, right? 3 R's. Darling, or 4 R's. Darling, you look so 4 O's. You look so smashable. Smashable. So smashable, baby. Darling, you look so smashable, baby. Please continue applying pressure to the full. Until next time. Au revoir. Au revoir. Dion Cole. Gross. Terms used to have sex. They're all violent. I'm sure you guys have noticed that, right? You've noticed that. I remember when it came into my awareness when someone was like, yeah, a lot of the way that we use to describe sex with women are violent. Some terms. Oh, okay. Synonyms for sex. Doing it, getting laid, making love, hanky-panky, tapping ass, shaking sheets, jumping bones, knocking boots. Here we are. Shagging, screwing, nailing, boning, banging, boinking, porking, baking a potato. I've never heard that. Bumping uglies, beating it up. He was beating it up. He was beating up the box. Right? What else were they're smashing it? You busting it open? Are you busting it open for him, girl? For real. Have you ever noticed that? Nailing, screwing, even banging, boning. And something's always being done to you, like they're doing it to you. Like, oh my God, I don't want to end it with it. I don't want to end it with that. We have to come back and talk about Akbar V and her post. We'll come back. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Girl, the edibles is kicking in, girl. Take care of yourself, all right? Peace.